वो करके निकल लो यहाँ से।
जाओ ना, कब से बोल रहे हो भोसड़ी के जाते नहीं हो लौड़े।
तुम्हें भी छोड़ के आ जाएंगे साले कंधे में बैठा के।
लौड़े एक जगह रुक जा पागल कुत्ते।
मीडिया में और सेल्फ प्रमोशन में दोनों में डाल रहा हूँ मैं।
और
मेरे को डबल बूस्ट मिलेगा इससे।
ओह यस।
डिलीट मार दूंगा, डिलीट।
भोसड़ी के
एवरीवन को टैग कर रहा है।
ऐड एवरीवन टैग करने का तेरे को वो नहीं ना लौड़े।
इसको करूँ फिर?
किसी को ना कर बेंच, ऐड हियर करके कर दे बस।
अबे कर दिया उसने, क्या बोल रहा है अब?
अरे उस पे क्या है भाई, मीडिया लिंक पे क्या है, कोई
अबे
नहीं।
तो करा तो है लौड़े, ये बोल रहे हैं हम लोग।
ऐड हियर
हम
करके
लोग
क्या
ऐड
है?
एवरीवन अवॉइड कर रहे हैं जितना हो
ठीक है
सके।
ठीक
ऐड
देख हम लोग है ना ऐड एवरीवन
नहीं
को
तो
प्रेफर
ऐड
नहीं
हियर
करना
पे क्या
चाहते।
है मतलब? ऐड एवरीवन से
मतलब जो
सबको
ऑनलाइन
जाएगा।
होगा उनको नोटिफिकेशन चला जाएगा।
अच्छा
वरना कल सुबह लोग आके देखेंगे कोई झाटू से वीडियो पड़ी है, ये क्या दिखाने के लिए ऐड एवरीवन कर रहे हैं।
मादरचोद
देखा
बता तो
करो
दे, डिलीट मार रहा फॉरेस्ट।
माफी मांगो जाके, चलो रितेश से फॉरेस्ट।
छक्का है क्या?
हाँ मैंने गाड़ा काट दी।
क्या डिलीट मारा बे? उससे कुछ डिलीट नहीं मारा। तू क्या बकवास कर रहा है बे?
मीडिया लिंक से गायब? अच्छा मैंने मीडिया पे डाल दिया। लोल।
मीडिया लिंक सेल प्रोमो हर जगह डाल दो भोसड़ी की।
अबे मैंने गलती से मीडिया पे डाल दिया हमने, एट एवरीवन वाला। सर प्रोमो पे उस पे डाला है।
हट यार, हट साला बहन चोद।
चलो अब मैं जब तक क्या बोलते हैं 2000 लोग की वॉचिंग तो आना शुरू ही होगी। चलो फिर मैं चलता हूँ। भाई राका जोन करेगा ना, उसकी भी नहीं आएगी इस गेम पे तो।
किसी की नहीं आने वाली भाई। अभी 2000 की वॉचिंग आती किनकी? जिनकी मिलियन सब्सक्राइबर हो कि 5 लाख सब्सक्राइबर हो कम से कम उनके हैं।
नहीं राका और बिंग्स की आती है वे।
लाख सब्सक्राइबर वालों की आती है।
इनकी आती ना, राका और बिंग्स की आती है, और किसी की नहीं आती। चलो मैं टाटा। ये तूने डेफन तूने क्या क्या फॉरेस्ट?
क्या डेफन किया भाई?
तू डेफन क्यों हो गया था?
कहाँ हो गया?
मेरे से बटन दब गया था।
अच्छा चलो ठीक।
बाप रे।
हेलो गाइस, कैसे हैं सब? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस, थैंक यू। क्या हाल है भाई? सकूबस? वह सकूबस कौन है वे? तो भूल भी गया क्या नाम था। तू नीचे बैठा हुआ है वे, मैं बोलूँ सकूबस कौन है? बहुत सही। Oh, I got Primo Gems 22। वाह, खुश तो मैं ऐसे हो गया जैसे मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा प्राइमो जेम्स मिल गए। तो आइए हम लोग, असल में मैं क्यों आया हूँ इस गेम में, क्योंकि इस गेम में पूरा एक इन्हें नया एरिया ही दे दिया है। सो अगर आप इस गेम को देखेंगे तो भाई इतना लैग क्यों कर रहा है गेम? ये देखो, देख रहे हो? सो द थिंग इज, पहले हमारा मैप सिर्फ इतना बड़ा था। पहले हमारा मैप सिर्फ इतना था। ये मेरा माउस का देखो कहाँ तक जा रहा, नहीं यहाँ तक इतना था। फिर ये बर्फ़ वाला एरिया आया, अब इसके बगल में भी इन लोगों ने एरिया दे दिया है। तो अभी अपन करेंगे मिशन, फिर वहाँ पे पहुँच जाएंगे। हम नहीं पता डिसलाइक मार दूँ नहीं बे। वत्सल 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 वत्सल, आई रिमेंबर नाउ, आई रिमेंबर नाउ, आई रिमेंबर एवरीथिंग। अभी बकचोदी करेगा। हाँ चल घुस, चल घुस। हाँ वहाँ तेरी मम्मी रहती थी। चल निकल, ख़त्म करते हैं यहाँ पे। लॉगिन का हम रिवार्ड लेंगे। अब हमने एक मिशन छोड़ दिया, हमें लग रहा है भाईडो से बात करना पड़ता है। वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट हम जो है अभी जाते हैं पहले। वेल स्प्रिंग टट्टी क्वेस्ट है। ऑटम विंड, अ पाथ थ्रू द स्टॉर्म, ठीक है ये है। मैं स्पिरिटफुल शैल नेवर, शैडो ऑफ द पास्ट, हाँ ये मिशन करना है मेरे को। चलिए हरिओम। ओ सबके सबको जिंदा कर दे और हीलिंग दे दे। खुल जा सिम से। बहुत ऊपर चढ़ना है यार, अब ऊपर भी चढ़ लिया जाए। और भाई वत्सल क्या हाल है? अगर बैठे हो अभी भी तो व्हाट इज अप? my god, I got 617 subscribers. Lowdy. ये म्यूजिक बनना बंद हो गया है? मैंने बंद किया था म्यूजिक। बड़े आदमी बन गए हो? हम कहाँ से बड़े आदमी बन गए साले? हम तो जब से रियो की बुआ चुदी तब से तो हम लोग और छोटे आदमी बन गए। बोलो साले, बड़े आदमी कहाँ बन गए बे? बढ़िया बढ़िया मार्क्स मिले, एक भी नहीं रिमार्क्स मिले तो वो वाली बात हो गई। भाई दिखा तो दो कितना मिला है। 300 प्राइमोजम इधर मिला, 300 प्राइमोजम इधर मिला। यहाँ पे हमको मिलता है मोरा। मोरा बोले तो इस गेम की इन गेम करेंसी 500 मोरा, 1000 मोरा। किसका मोरा? उसका मोरा। एक अभी और बकचोदी जहाँ पे मेरे को जाके अपना माउस क्लिक करना है, बट मैं थोड़ी देर में करता हूँ। और म्यूजिक के बारे में हम देखने वाले थे। ऑडियो थोड़ी सी बढ़ा देते हैं। म्यूजिक कुछ बज ही नहीं रहा। वाह, टॉप 10 एनिमे बिट्रेल्स हैं। और रोल मारते रोल। कामिसातो आयाका। हाँ देखे कुछ निकलता है कि नहीं। इतना टाइम ना ले, गू जब निकलेगा ना तो इतना टाइम ना लिया कर। एक और गू शायद हम एक और मार सकते हैं। हाँ एक और गू। अरे यार फक इट मैन। अच्छा हमको यूला को ढूंढना है। मे बी शी अबव, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत लंबा वो होने वाला है भाई। विजय एक्सटी और भाई सब मस्त। बस भाई ठीक है भाई। कौन है भाई विजय? हमको भाई यूला को ढूंढना है। वो यूला को जाके ढूंढते हैं। कहाँ पे भाई? पक्का ऊपर बैठी होगी। बड़ी शैतान टाइप की लड़की है वो। ओह अरे यार हमको इनको इनसे लड़ना ही पड़ेगा। शिट रे। अरे व्हाट द फक आई एम ओपी? मैं ओपी हो गया क्या?
Nowhere to hide.
रियो टीवी पर थे। रियो टीवी पे था भाई तू। रिमेम्बर यार। ओके भाई हुआ होगा। तो भाई जो भी है कैसे हैं भाई आप? हाउ आर यू ब्रो? हाउ इज यू ब्रो? हो गए तुम? आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एक्चुअली, मैं भूल गया हूँ। अबे रीइंफोर्समेंट आ रहे हैं भाई। तू क्यों आया? तेरे तो बुलाया भी नहीं किसी ने। भाई तो माफ करना, अगर तुमको देखना है तो मैं स्ट्रीम करना शुरू करूंगा फिर से, बट नॉट राइट नाउ। अभी तो बस मेरे पास खाली टाइम था तो मैंने बोला स्ट्रीम ही करना है यार, क्योंकि बैठ के मैं खेलने तो वाला ही था इसको। रियो टीवी चल रहा अभी तक? नहीं भैया। आरपी हेलो। ओ भाई साहब ये कौन है? भाई साहब म्यूजिक देखो। मेरे को म्यूजिक सुन के ऐसी आ रही, सही बताओ। नाइस वन नाइस वन। हेलो उल्टा फेस हैं? यूला तो पुरानी है जहाँ तक।
Twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words.
गुड नाइट ब्रो, गुड नाइट मेरी जान। रितेश पूरा प्यार भरा गाना चला दिया।
What? That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui.
तो भैया देखो अभी मैं इसकी स्टोरी तो शायद ही आप लोगों को बता पाऊँ, बहुत ही लंबी जा चुकी है स्टोरी इस गेम की, तो पर आप इस गेम को फोन में खेल सकते हैं तो।
Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
अर्पी यहाँ आके भी हंसना ही है भाई, तो वो हंसने के लिए ही तो आई है यार। Actually, I'm quite used to fighting the Fatui.
Sorry, Byron doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed this time.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. Speaking of which, how...
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, he's so obsessed with etiquette.
एक मिनट देखना गाइस, मेरे को थोड़ी सी स्टोरी देखनी है यार। तो हमको iPhone 12 Pro Max दिला दो, फिर तो हम तुमको गेम प्ले शेयर करेंगे। किसका गेम प्ले बे?
That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
अबे इतनी रात को भाई, तुम्हें पता भी है वत्सल, कल रात को यहाँ पे बैठ के ट्रैश टॉक बकचोदी चल रही थी बैठ के जनरल चैट पे। कल ये लोग पता नहीं कितने बजे सोने गए साले, सुबह 6 बजे सुबह हो गई थी। मैंने बोला भैया हो गया, मैं जा रहा अब।
I see.
कौन सी क्लास में और पे
faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
Which class you are in,
No, this
girl?
is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip
देखा
to lead
मैंने
to such
सब।
suspicion.
Hard to avoid
तो
such
तुम
a
तो भैया
reputation
डिस्कॉर्ड
when
पे
you're
लेवल
known
बढ़ा
as
रहे
the
थे, तो कहाँ थे
ruthless
कल क्यों नहीं
rulers
आए?
of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh,
But I'm 16 to 11.
Curious. We've only
RP
just met,
10.
and you've already given me 3 causes for
16 to
vengeance.
11 मतलब?
It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan.
अब 22 गेम ना बातें बहुत है यार, दिमाग खराब होता है कभी। अगर आवाज आए एसी की ज्यादा तो बताना।
that's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
इस मॉर्निंग
Well
जॉब
then,
होती है तो
let's
रात को
begin your
सोना
training
पड़ता है।
immediately.
ओके,
It'll be easier to
मुझे
train
लगा
when we're
रात की
back in
जॉब होती तुम्हारी।
Mondstadt.
चल
We
भाई।
can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me,
अबे तेरी ये
I should
16 तू
apply.
10th में कैसे है बे? तेरे को तो 12th में होना चाहिए, 12 11 में तो होना चाहिए।
I'm confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem...
ये स्टोरी पार करते हैं फिर देखते हैं भैया कि फिर मेन स्टोरी करनी है, उसमें मैं बिल्कुल अपना ध्यान दूंगा स्टोरी पे। नहीं 11 में होना चाहिए, हाँ वही 11। अरे तो मैंने बाद में बोला तो, बट हाउ फेल हो गई क्या? पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लग रहा ऐसा कुछ?
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
17-18 में लोग 12th में होते हैं। अबे कुछ लोग ज़्यादा तेज होते हैं ना, वो पहुंच जाते हैं। There she is, the beautiful Eula.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
नहीं यार फेल नहीं हुई हो। Then what is the secret, girl?
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go.
घंटा हरामियोरी।
Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not
Late
in the mood for any right
admission
now.
is live, but
Just
she
save
failed
it
in
for later.
exams.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin
तो
now,
अर्पी
I'd
हम
have to
आपसे
start in
क्वेश्चन
the right
पूछेंगे जो
order.
सबने आपसे पूछा होगा कि
Who knows
how do
long it
you
will
know
be
about
before I
our
get to
channel?
you.
How did you?
Well, Wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless... But you needn't worry. At least not whilst we're
फिर तुम्हारे
investigating
ध्यान
this
में
matter.
कोई हो तो
I'm sure you're
हमारी
familiar with
जान
the
पहचान
phrase,
करवा
a
दो.
man of moral integrity
अरे ठीक
fears
है.
no slanderous attack.
हमारे ध्यान में क्या हो
If
गए?
Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove
Recommendation.
fruitless.
Okay, that's nice.
But if he
So
did
how do you
commit a
like the
wrongful
community?
act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two
अबे,
key points that aristocrats attach
मेरे को
great
कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा है
importance
इसकी स्टोरी में.
to: your
भूल
manner
गया
of
पूरे.
speech and your bearing.
इन लोग ने अच्छा बनाया. देखो इसके पैर में, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट एनीथिंग गंदा, बट देखो इसके पैर में इसने जब ये लगाया है तो इसका पैर यहाँ से दब रहा है. तो हमने डिटेलिंग अच्छी रखी है
Let's
इन लोगों ने.
begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
मेरे जान पहचान में कोई नहीं तो हमारी करा
I've
दो.
already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides,
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your...
no, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you."
Oh my god, I
dear
am gonna
friend."
take a screenshot. As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet my dear friend. ये अपने दोस्त को आप जाके बोलिए, वो खुश हो
As
जाए.
the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately... Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your
इसमें तो
words.
कोई न्यू मैप भी
Calling
आया
someone
है
a
थोड़ा
good
टाइम पहले.
friend
हाँ
could
भाई,
easily
वो
offend them.
तभी खेल रहा हूँ मैं, तभी में खेल रहा हूँ. तभी खेल रहा हूँ भाई, मेरे को वो न्यू मैप ही देखना है, उसकी कहानी देखना है. That's why I'm playing
My
the
dear friend in your
good game.
example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close.
नहीं पर हमें मजा आता था इस गेम में क्योंकि हम सिर्फ इस गेम की स्टोरी फॉलो कर रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं.
So another thing to remember.
अबे चल
However,
घुस बे.
if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing
अच्छा
one
खेला
another,
करो कुछ
you
तो.
then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is
अच्छा देखना है फिर वेलोरेंट में आओ, फिर से डायमंड पहुंच गए हम कल ही.
real life demonstration.
बट हम स्ट्रीम नहीं करेंगे वो क्योंकि हमारी परफॉर्मेंस यहाँ पे नहीं दिख पाई क्योंकि लैग होता है यार
Very
गेम.
well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
वत्सल अब जो है सिर्फ डिस्कॉर्ड खेलते हैं.
You're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right?
तो आरपी व्हाट्स योर गेमिंग एक्सपीरियंस? आई मीन सिर्फ पबजी मोबाइल है या सही में पीसी गेमिंग भी आपको पसंद है?
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
बोलो.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
पीसी गेमिंग भाई साहब, तो क्या क्या गेम खेले? मतलब कब से शुरू किया पीसी गेमिंग?
always teach me?
आई मीन इस फील्ड में लड़कियां बहुत कम मिली मेरे को आज तक
Whenever
जिंदगी
a
में.
dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige.
क्योंकि आजकल तो बहुत
and
लड़कियां आ रही हैं,
dignity
बट
always
आई
takes
थिंक
precedence.
दैट्स बिकॉज ऑफ पबजी मोबाइल. तो और वैलोरेंट फेमस हो रहा है तो लोग वैलोरेंट में घुस रहे हैं.
As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so
लग का
graciously
बहाना
toil.
मत
How
मारो,
dare you speak
हमको
in such a
पता है
manner?
तुम्हारा परफॉर्मेंस बहुत पहले से जानते हैं. साले परफॉर्मेंस तो अच्छा ही है.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just be... Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt!
Wow.
बेइज्जती करा दी। मैं PUBG PC Apex Horizon GTA Valorant ओके आई लाइक दैट। इसे जस्ट बोल रहा PUBG एमुलेटर में रेज कर सकते हैं, उसका गेम प्ले सोच लो। चलना है,
Never mind him. I could have predicted
इतना ही
as much.
खेलूं अभी तक। चलो
Let's
अच्छी
find
बात है,
someone.
that's a good start, at least it's not PUBG PC or PUBG mobile। अबे एक बात बताइए, हमको सुनना ही नहीं, बकवास लग रहा है मेरे को।
Right. Fine.
Hey, stop. And again.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep
अच्छा तो अरबी वैलोरेंट खेलती है और अगर बोलती है तो आना कभी खेलने के लिए, वैलोरेंट भी हम लोग के साथ। चलो अच्छी बात है।
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answers always. I mean, seriously, can't.
Please calm down.
I know. Even to this very day. And if that wasn't enough.
Yeah, but mark my words, this trend.
Huh? You want to fight? I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
वैलोरेंट में तो मैं नूब हूँ। अबे तो वाह, इतनी रात तक तो जगती हो, खेल भी सकती हो। और दूसरी बात ये है कि हम लोग कब से वैलोरेंट में प्रोफेशनल गेम प्ले खेलने जाते हैं। जब हम लोग रात को खेलते हैं, जब वो तफरी करने जाते हैं, बस एक कंडीशन है कि आपको बोलना पड़ेगा माइक के साथ। तो आप आइए खेलने साथ में, एंड द थिंग इज कि आप आइए खेलने और फिर आपको कैसा भी खेलो यार, कोई मतलब नहीं है हम लोग।
Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all... Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? As memories are carried in the city breeze,
हाँ ठीक है, तो आपको जब टाइम मिले आप आइएगा।
means of living a relatively normal life compared.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it, right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway to... A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have
तुम
a
लोग यार
very
एक दूसरे को
effective way
बुली
of
करना
training for
बंद करो
this.
यार, इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर हेल्थ। यार प्लीज यार स्ट्रीम को शेयर करिएगा, अभी तो नहीं कर पाओगी रात को, आई मीन जो भी है, और टाइम मिले तो यार दिखाओ यार दूसरा को भी। There might be something new. Thunder Sojourn 7 days. Yoimiya. What the fuck is this? Grus Nivi is chapter test run. Okay. Kimisato Ayaka. एनिमे गेम में बातें ही होती हैं। इस गेम में बहुत बातें होती है। नहीं अभी मजा भी आएगा बातों में। अरे भाई साहब, the fuck is that? What the hell man, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया।
Let's dance. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
अब इसका अल्टीमेट देखेंगे अपन।
Embrace the ice.
Oh my god.
My apologies. You're toast. Whirling snow.
I like that. 5-star character है ये, ऐसी नहीं है। She's a fucking 5-star character boys.
Nice and spicy.
अरे वाह यार, इतना डैमेज दे रही है।
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
गिव अवे कब करोगे? राइट शिफ्ट करेंगे हम लोग, आईफोन 10 का, आईफोन 11 12 का गिव अवे करेंगे। नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई, कोई इतनी बातें नहीं होती, पर हाँ इसमें किसी किसी मिशंस में होती है, तो दैट्स नॉट अ गुड थिंग एक्चुअली। हम जरा यहाँ से अपना रिवॉर्ड ले लें। और सब तो लीडी प्लेयर है, मशीन बैटल है। व्हाट द फक इज दिस? बहुत कुछ नया आया है इस गेम में, आई हैव टू सी एवरीथिंग। एंड व्हाट इज दिस? अच्छा, इन लोगों ने यहाँ पे उसका वही दे दिया। और एक रोल और मार लेते हैं। ये यहाँ पे मेरे को वो क्यों दिखा रहा है? Now what is this? Fate points now. Literally don't know what the hell is going on in this game, man. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Okay. What the fuck is new? ठीक है, कोई डोमेन नया है ना। डोमेन इज व्हाट? डोमेन एक जगह होगी जहाँ पे हम जाके कुछ मिशंस करेंगे तो हमको रिवॉर्ड्स मिलते हैं। डेट्स लिटरली अ डोमेन। अब यहाँ पे जाके मिशन का भी देख लेते क्या करना है भाई हमको देना। हम iOS डेवलपर हैं, तुमको बहुत ज़रूरत है। राइट सिस्ट, मैं सब स्ट्रीम में बिग फैन बोल दिया करूँगा। चलो ठीक है। मैं 50 लेवल पहुँचूंगा। देयर शी इज माई ब्यूटीफुल यूला। ओ भाई, यहाँ कोल्ड हो रहा है और यहाँ बरसात नहीं रुक रही।
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions.
बताते हैं
For
मेरे को।
example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Hyman thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
आईफोन बे आईफोन मैं दे रहा हूँ ना इसे।
This is where you can finally apply some of your adventure.
You look pretty all right. Let's get started.
These are अरे
You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point. It'll be difficult at first.
अबे
Remember,
करवाना क्या चाहती है भाई? Okay, reach the objective without being launched or taking any damage. Okay.
Let's play.
ठीक है। ओ भाई साहब, अभी साले लोग मेरे साथ हरामीपना करने वाले थे। भाई ये तो चैलेंज करा रही है यार।
Here we go.
बहुत हरामी है भाई ये लोग, बहुत हरामी, देख रहे हो? ओके ना टट्टी तो चैनल।
not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
मैं इतनी गरीब हूँ कि मैं बता भी नहीं सकती। क्या यार, ऐसा क्या गरीब है तू?
Hyman almost didn't make it.
गेम खेल लिया करूँ बैठ के एपेक्स और बता रही गरीब हो।
Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we?
Don't flatter yourselves. This scenario was relatively simple. In the faith, there's a ley line monolith just up ahead. True elegance is the ability to my family said, oh, let's proceed.
गाइस, आप लोगों को पानी पीना बहुत जरूरी है। आजकल मैं रोज पानी अच्छे से पी रहा हूँ। आप लोग भी 1-2 लीटर की बोतल रखा गया, तो 2 लीटर पानी तो पियो यार। क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग? मुतरासे आपको बहुत आएगी, बट स्टिल इट्स गुड थिंग मैन।
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead,
हाँ चल
activate it.
ठीक है, पता है मेरे को।
But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Are we getting time? Why are you immune, you motherfucking piece of shit?
Nowhere to hide.
No time to lose.
Just melt, you piece of shit. Oh yeah, baby.
Don't blink.
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again. You failed this time.
What the fuck is this, man?
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try
क्यों
again.
ऐसा क्यों? मैं क्या गलत कर रहा हूँ भाई? पानी किसने मारा? मैं कैसे जाना?
Speed of light. You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Eat this. Incoming.
तुम लोग हवा में रहो भोसड़ी वालों, साले मेरे को जमा दे रहे हैं और उससे मेरा मिशन फेल हो जा रहा है।
Think you can get away?
With sword comes shadow.
Brace yourself.
Speed of light. Here we go.
How rude.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, baby. We won.
Well done.
वही पानी पी,
Your
स्किन के लिए
performance was
बची
most
अच्छा होता है। मैं डेली 5 लीटर पानी पीता हूँ भाई। सही 5 लीटर बहन चोद, मतलब तुम तो गुसल खाने में बैठे रहते हो कि टॉयलेट में? मैं पीता हूँ वो भी वार्म वाटर है। केटल ले रखी है, स्पेशल पानी वार्म। साले वार्म वाटर मैं पहले बहुत पीता था, बट अब बंद कर दिया मैंने, क्योंकि बहुत नौटंकी होती है। बिल्कुल वार्म पियो तो साला रुको ठंडा रहेगा। इतना टाइम तो पानी पीने में लग जाता है, और इतना टाइम है किसके पास? टाइम इज मनी।
Hold on.
What? You mean Paimon?
Yes, of course. You were friend? Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. Now.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now,
Time
wouldn't
is
it?
more important than money.
So,
But time is money, so both things are important.
all in the name of vengeance. Now then, I already have some.
पहले मैं पीता था, but yeah, it is a good thing. Meditation भी क्या करो? I meditate रोज. Speech and etiquette. Now, what? Why the hell we have to talk to her? Ember नाम था इसका, नाम भी भूल गया मैं।
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight. We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days. Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Lost weight क्योंकि मैं पानी पीता हूँ।
Is there something else you'd like to
कितना
order?
weight loss हो गया भैया?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite?
जब वीडियो कॉल की थी तुमने तब जितने मोटे थे उससे छोटे कम हो
We'll
गए?
take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this. Yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad? You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies.
Why would you choose gebrochenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
अबे अभी वाला दिखा रखा है क्या जो बिफोर वाला दिखाएगा?
Not too many people.
अबे चलो तो
I
बहुत
never
बात.
expected us to have such Of course not.
Eula's always.
But I am.
Paimon, there's no need to.
So that's why. All right.
Oh, I'm stuck.
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for this. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. All
तुमने
right.
कब अपनी फोटो
Next,
दिखा
you
दी
should
बे?
pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to.
Aren't you?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better. Yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
रितेश सब बोर हो गए
until
क्या?
next time.
क्या बातें
Let's
सुन
meet
के?
again.
हाँ यार मैं बोर हो गया बातें सुन के. दिमाग खराब कर रहे हैं ये लोग. असल में एक तो ये स्टोरी मेन स्टोरी से बहुत ज़्यादा वो भी नहीं ना. इसमें कुछ कुछ मिशन ऐसे फुद्दू ही आते हैं. हमको एक डिश लेनी है अब यहाँ से और अभी आप बस इतना समझ लो कि हमको एक डिश लेनी है और उसके अंकल को दे.
The Gebratinus Fleisch mit sauerkraut is ready to go. And by the way, don't worry too much when you look.
अरे चलना यार अब दिमाग. असल में ये स्टोरी भी बहुत खास नहीं. अब हम उसके अंकल के लिए क्या बोलते हैं डिश लेके जा रहे हैं. अब उसमें मैं क्या सुनूं यार. मेरे को सुनने का मन भी नहीं है. क्या हाल है कमाला? What's up? After a long time.
People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come.
What's up कमाला? कैसी हैं आप? कहाँ थे इतने दिनों तक?
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy. Though she'd take
अरे
care.
चलना रे. So ठीक हूँ यार. You tell. How are you? I'm also good. I'm good. और PUBG मोबाइल चल रहा है कि नहीं अभी भी? हिंदुस्तान में तो BGMI आ गया.
Let's play.
अरे वाह यार इन लोगों ने म्यूजिक चेंज कर दिया पूरा का पूरा. एक बार पहले मिशन देख लिया यार. बीजेएमआई बैटल पास गिव अवे सब्सक्राइब टू सॉल्ट रिलोडेड. अरे हाँ अरे हम तो बताने भूल गए सबको यार. वी हैव अ न्यू चैनल सॉल्ट रिलोडेड. लिंक यहाँ पे नहीं है. वो जाके सॉल्ट रिलोडेड सर्च करो मिल जाएगा तुम्हें. एंड यू विल बी लविंग द कंटेंट. हाँ भैया आप करो बोर करो भाई तुम भी. जो पहले का अकाउंट था वो हैक किया किसी ने. ओह शिट. अभी न्यू है. ओके. अच्छा उसमें तो स्किन्स भी थी ना. तब तो लग गई होगी यार.
It's you again.
कितना रुपए खर्च किया था
I
उसमें?
had rid myself of you two. Magnanimous. Yes, very well. I'm certainly not one.
This guy thinks.
A kindred spirit, I see.
इम्पोस्टर हो तुम. चैनल का लिंक अबे किसी ने नहीं डाल रखा है साले. इन सब चैनल से अलग रखा हुआ है. जाके आती बुत के उसमें डालना है. उसमें भी नहीं डाल रखा है. अभी हम लोग वैसे प्रमोशन नहीं कर रहे हैं ना. पता है तुम्हें.
It's evident. It's been.
Now even.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Wait, so you've come. Well,
सब कुछ तो बहुत ज्यादा खर्चा किया था सब गए. ओह अबे यार सही कह रही हो यार. मैंने भी वैलोरेंट में 3200 रुपीस की स्किन ले रखी है यार. मेरे अगर हैक हो गया तो मेरा चूतिया कट जाएगा. जैसे आपका लाया हुआ बंदा पब्लिक वीसी में अकेले स्ट्रीम करता है. हमारा लाया हुआ बंदा बोले तो तुम्हारा फेवरेट फ्रेंड आदित्य ककड़ू. अपने उसकी फोटो डाल दी थी उसने. क्या नाम है पासपोर्ट की. अरे भैया वो अलग बंदा है. He's the man, the myth, the legend, the beast, everything. Okay, now the real fun is going. देखते भैया बिना बकरायो बोले तो गाइस बर्फ देखते बिना बर्फ वाला वो कैसा लगता है.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt.
अभी कर रहा है क्या स्ट्रीम वो हमारा लाया हुआ बंदा.
Allow them to admire our true faces so eager.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
मीम भेजता हूँ देखो. अभी मैं मीम तो नहीं देखूंगा यार. I'm going to be in a क्या?
As you'll see in a moment, there are many
एक बज
already
गया
helping
मैं
us.
सोने जा रही. गुड नाइट. ओके
I
टाटा.
heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed
लग रहा है
and
आरपी भी
spacious
चले गई.
enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility,
Oh, where the
we
fuck is
simply
he
have to
taking me?
make do for now.
Sorry. Can we walk any faster?
Bye bye
Of course
कमाल है.
not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is
जब ऑनलाइन हो
unacceptable.
तब देखना डीएम किए हैं. ओके. स्कूबर्ट यूट्यूब लग रहा है वॉचिंग अच्छे से आजकल दिखा नहीं रहा है यार. सही बता रहा हूँ. पहले का जमाना था तब मैं इतने स्टोरी गेम स्ट्रीम किए ना मैंने यार. क्या बताया तुम लोग देख के ही मजा ले सकते थे.
We
और मैं
only
पूरे
see
के पूरे
them
करता था एक
around
एक चीज.
the city. They must be very powerful.
Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power.
असल में बात ये है कि कम से कम ये गेम चलता है मेरे में.
They are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
बहुत दिल दुखा. पता नहीं कौन भोसड़ी के ने हैक किया है. अरे यार अब क्या बताएं उसकी तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं. पता लगाओ कहीं से.
You really must know.
पर कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते इस
Guests.
चीज में हम लोग.
If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the
तुमने कुछ
Lawrence
सिक्योरिटी
clan.
सही से नहीं
But
लगाई
this
मुझे लग
matter
रहा
is
है.
of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Nothing here with us. They don't dare to question
अरे यार थोड़ा
you.
तेज चल ले. पहले से इतना बोर कर
Of
दिया इस
course,
मिशन ने.
that is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense
वही
to
आके
speak
से
to a
स्ट्रॉन्ग
nobleman in such a manner.
पासवर्ड रखना.
We could determine a
अबे स्ट्रॉन्ग
person's
पासवर्ड की
fate
बात
with
नहीं.
the
कभी
blink
कभी
of an
शायद कुछ
eye.
सिक्योरिटीज में कुछ दिक्कत हो जाती है ना तो वहां से दिक्कत
Such
होती
glory will
है.
return
It's
to
not
me
a problem.
again before long.
इतना धीरे ना चला यार. कुछ लड़ाई उड़ाई दो.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone
2FA
here.
is always a best option. Two-factor authentication, yes.
This is our new ally that I've recently met.
अगला
They
अकाउंट
are
बनाने से
completely
पहले पैसा
trustable.
डालने से पहले याद रखना ये सब चीजें कमाल है. नहीं तो फिर से कट
It's not
जाएगा.
wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. The Knights of Favon.
And what about this?
Enough! You dare question my word? Without the you must
Fine. I'll take your word. Now, to the
Yes, of course.
Let me see.
Excuse me, that...
I...
Of course, you need the rights to that...
Yes, we will make...
Don't worry, once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius
मैं बुआ
headquarters
जवान कर
and
दूंगा. बहुत
rebuke...
हो गए बकचोदी इन लोगों की.
Perfect.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right. It's the honorary knight, and they're...
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault. Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
कोई मिशन करो अच्छा सा बड़ा सा डिशुम डिशुम वाला, अब होने वाला डिशुम डिशुम, या तो इस मिशन के बाद होगा
No
मे भी।
matter. We already have.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui
अबे
first
यार
and then deal
देखो,
with Gilbert
पहले
later.
मैं करता था इन सब चैनल पे सब स्ट्रीम, बट फिर उस समय इतना सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रहा था तो मैंने ये सब करना छोड़ दिया था।
You're toast.
और ये चीज़ और है, तुम अपने फ़ोन में भी खेल सकते हो गेम। शिट
Brace
यार,
yourself. This is gonna hurt.
I'm the frying pan. Yahoo!
इसी चीज़ के लिए ना उन लोगों ने लिखा था कि क्या कहते हैं आप लोग वो कर लो।
With sword comes shadow.
गिर जा भाई गिर जा, मजा आ जाएगा यार गिर जाएगा तो। क्योंकि ये देख रहे हो इसकी शील्ड है ना, इसकी शील्ड बताओ किससे टूटेगी, इसकी शील्ड टूटेगी बर्फ से, और मेरे पास अभी कोई बर्फीला वाला कैरेक्टर नहीं जिसके कारण मेरे लगे हुए हैं। देख रहे हो अभी तक वो मरा नहीं साला। तभी उन लोगों ने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि भैया एक बर्फीला कैरेक्टर जरूर लेके आइएगा, नहीं तो आपके जो लग जाएंगे। और मैंने बोला नहीं मैं तो बहुत होशियार हूँ, मैं आपकी बात ही नहीं सुनूंगा, चलो घुसो। तो ये लोग सी बात में
Nice and spicy. Here we go.
ये असल में ये मिशन अभी का नहीं, ये पुराना ही मिशन है, अभी जो नया आएगा वो मैं खेलूंगा उसके बाद, तभी तो मैं इतने रात को कर रहा हूँ।
No time to lose.
That was uncalled. Door is open.
चल घोष भाई। गुड नाइट बेटा। तो आपने बर्फीला कैरेक्टर क्यों नहीं लिया? क्योंकि इस गेम में जो है 4 कैरेक्टर लगाने पड़ते हैं, उसमें तुम जो लगा सकते हो। अभी मैंने जो अपना बना रखा है, आई मीन इसमें ये गेम मतलब तो बहुत अतरंगी टाइप का गेम है, मतलब कि इसमें तुम जो हो मतलब अपने कॉम्बोस मिला सकते हो। इसमें 8 एलिमेंट दे रखे हैं, आग, बर्फ, पानी, हवा, बिजली, अर्थ, एक तुम्हारा नेचर और एक और है कोई, कौन सा भूल रहा हूँ मैं, डोंट नो, मैं कोई भूल गया बट एक और है। मैं बोलती थी कि मैं अच्छी लड़की हूँ, तुम ही बोली।
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what?
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your act.
Knight of Favonius? You still have a chance. Then I shall plead.
So just to be clear,
I shall say this. The blood of the Lawrence.
since when have I...
Why?
If anyone should be angry, had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make?
You dare let...
That's right. In the name of the family that I've never experienced. But I am Cape the Lawrence clan.
Oh, that is...
That's enough fuss for today. Given that...
Hyman took a peek.
Let's discuss this.
इनके अंकल की बुआ जमा। ओके नाउ वी कैन प्ले विथ हिम, हर मतलब। दिस इज यूला, ये आई थी बीच में। ओके ये बर्फीली। ओके दे गिव मी द बर्फ। अब आ रही है ना। ओए भाई साहब, प्रिंस ऑफ पर्शिया वाली। अरे बहन की आँख, चूतिया कट गया। ओ बे भाई 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 प्लीज। हाँ भाई बच गया। अरे यार मेरे पास शी इज द बर्फीली औरत।
Booba, get them! I'll be fine. Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Crush!
Nice and spicy! Don't blink!
Die. Where is Moo? अबे मुंह लिप्स बोलो तो ज्यादा सही लगेगा बे। अबे तुम्हारे इमोजी का मुंह गायब है ना, वो पूछ रहा है वो। ओ वाओ, ये दरवाजा ऐसा लग रहा था कि आऊंगा तो मैं खुले। ओ भाई साहब, तो यहाँ पे है असली फाइट।
Beg for mercy.
हाँ चल घुस।
Don't blink!
अबे मैं इससे इसके पास अंदर कैसे जाऊं बे?
Shudder.
ओ माय गॉड, यूला मर जाएगी क्या? नहीं 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 भाई नहीं। You cannot die man, you cannot die. You are my only hope, please don't die. अगर ये मर गई भाई बहुत दिक्कत हो जाएगी। Yeah baby yeah, come on, come now left. I love you.
Crush.
भाई जमा दिया भाई, इसकी जमा दी भाई मैंने। Oh fuck man, I love no मैं वेंटी का इंतजार कर रहा था कि वेंटी बचाएगा। आओ मैं इसका अल्टीमेट देख लेता हूँ क्या है।
Freeze to the core.
ओ भाई साहब एक ओ अबे कितने हैं यहाँ पे? अब ये सबसे हरामी है भाई।
This is getting interesting.
With sword comes shadow.
ये भूसड़ी वाला ना।
Shudder.
हाँ तो मैं ये कह रहा था ये भूसड़ी वाला ना, ये सबको जो हील कर देता है, तो इसको मैं भूसड़ी वाला ही बोलूँगा।
Booba, get them!
भाई मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है ना मेरे लगने वाले हैं, मैं मर जाऊंगा मुझे लग रहा है।
Beg for mercy. More speed.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
अबे तेरे को कौन हील कर रहा है भाई? कुछ भी।
Shudder.
तेरे को कौन हील कर रहा है बता ना मेरे को भाई।
You're mine.
You are mine है? कुछ प्यार वार चल रहा है क्या? अबे यार
Crush.
भाई यूला मार दे। अरे नहीं 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 भाई नहीं,
Incoming!
प्लीज
You can run.
यूला दे इसको दुलत्ती दे साले को।
With sword comes shadow.
एक मिनट रुकना यार, इसको मेरे को मारने में टाइम लग रहा है ना, मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है तभी मैं कुछ देख नहीं रहा हूँ।
Beg for mercy. Flood of
चल
frost.
चल निकाल कल आना। ये देख रहे हो कितना बढ़िया वो लगाया भाई। अबे ऊपर ऊपर भी रास्ते हैं, चीजें रखी है क्या आसपास? बड़ा अच्छा एरिया बना रखा है। दरवाजा तो खुलेगा नहीं यार। एक बात बताओ, ऐसे गेमों में ना ऊपर जब होते हैं ना कुछ चीज रखनी चाहिए, तब मजा आता है। ठीक है ना? तेरे होता तेरा मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड का मैसेज अब आ रहा है।
Time to scout.
ये मिशन ने यार कितना टाइम ले लिया सही बताऊं तो। अच्छा इन लोगों ने इसलिए भी बोला था, ये देखो अगर हमारे पास बर्फीला कैरेक्टर नहीं देते ना ये लोग तो ये जगह खुलती भी ना। ओके दिस इज अ लिफ्ट। We're in a fucking mansion baby. This is pro pro. I am pro यार।
That's where they put the diagram.
Oh shit.
I guess there's no
अरे
other
ये
option
टट्टी।
but to fight.
Nowhere to hide.
अरे यार एक तो मैं बार बार भूल जा रहा हूँ ना, इसलिए साला ये बार बार बच रहा है चूतिया का बच्चा।
Speed of light.
Crush.
You dare provoke me? Fatui.
ये खाना पड़ेगा यार, खाना नहीं तो लौड़े लग जाएंगे। अबे एक तो इस गेम में ना चूतियापा दिखा रखा है ना, मतलब कि खाना खा के हेल्थ बढ़ेगी और उसमें इन लोगों का क्या पेट भर जाता है, दिमाग खराब। तो मैं हेल्थ कैसे बढ़ाऊं? तुमसे तो मैं बाद में लड़ूंगा।
Cut to the chase.
जबरदस्ती की शील्ड लगा दे रहे हैं भाई साहब, हैं देख रहे हो भाई?
Speed of light.
देखो देखने भाई ये डायग्राम क्या इतना बड़ा। अबे भाई कितने आएंगे? अरे ये लोग आज पूरी लगा के बैठे हैं कि भाई आज जो है ना इस बंदे की लेनी है। आज ये बंदा बड़े टाइम बाद आएगा। ओह माय गॉड, गेंशिन इंपैक्ट खेलने बंदा आएगा। ओ भाई साहब क्या डैमेज दे रही है यार लड़की। आई एम इन लव विद हर। ओ फक ऑफ।
With sword comes
इस गेम
shadow.
में ज्यादा ओपी कैरेक्टर ना लौंडियास ही है।
Speed of light.
हाँ भाई कहाँ गया? ये रहा। देखो इसको तोड़ने का सबसे बड़ा तरीका ये जो आपका तलवार है ना, इसको चलाते रहो चलाते रहो चलाते रहो चलाते रहो चलाते रहो चलाते रहो। ये टूटा 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 देखा, छूटा छूतिए का बच्चा। हाँ बेचारा। बताओ मतलब मेरे पास मेरा अपना मेन प्लेयर नहीं, फिर भी मैं इसको हरा रहा हूँ भाई। तो इसका मतलब क्या है? आई एम प्रो मैन, आई एम प्रो।
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet,
Anime girl is
there'd be
always
no
nice.
use in them attacking the city.
Anime girl is always nice in the other type of cartoons here, but हाँ cartoon में हर जगह है, she is
But if
always
their plan
better.
had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force,
देखो ये देखो
as
कितनी अच्छी
opposed to with the
सुंदर।
help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah. You suddenly appeared at just the.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been trapped, I came to exact my vengeance.
Finally, after all this time, in reality, you sensed that you were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take
You
a
are not
look.
pro, you are pirated
My
version of
purpose was
pro.
vengeance.
Anime
Don't twist the
character पे
story.
cosplayers हाँ very
You
good.
don't look too bright, but it
बहुत
turns out
अच्छे।
you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too...
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit.
Don't worry, मैं Valorant भी stream
Not you
करूँगा।
will.
मेरे को बस अब PC अच्छा होने दो ना। I will Valorant man. I will। मैंने अभी बीच में फिर से शुरू किया था। I mean परफॉर्मेंस भी हो रही थी, बट यार वो मज़ा नहीं आ रहा था, वो सेक्स नहीं मिल रहा था मेरे को। मतलब कि यार लैग आ रहा था। आई कैन नॉट प्ले द वे आई प्ले व्हेन आई एम नॉट गेटिंग अ फकिंग लैग। आई थिंक मिशन कंप्लीट हो गया। इसके बाद अब हम लोग जाएंगे नए एरिया में, इस गेम पे जो नया मैप आया है। ओके
We'll get done until it clears.
या देयर इज अ पाथ थ्रू द स्टॉर्म। ओके आई एम गोना
Let
गो
this
टू
be a
माय
lesson
वॉशरूम
for those
एंड
who yesterday said I'll do it
थोड़ा सा
tomorrow.
म्यूजिक शायद आपको आए क्योंकि मेरा वॉशरूम बगल में है। नो आप लोगों को आवाज़ आई कि नहीं, बट कुछ फुल फॉर्म नहीं होता XD का फुल फॉर्म कुछ नहीं होता, वो एक तरीके से दिखाने का तेरे तो आँख बंद करके असर है, बहुत तेज हंसी आ गई, समझे? कम ऑन लेट्स गो। आई थिंक वी हैव टू टॉक टू बाइदो, उसके बाद वो मिशंस आएंगे। हम लोग उस एरिया में शायद किसी की बोट से जाने वाले। अभी जब ये गेम नया नया आया था मैं इतना एक्साइटेड था कि नई नई रोडें हैं भाई, ये एरिया क्या होगा। आई मीन मज़ा आती, बस एक एक्साइटमेंट लेवल रहता है। ओके मैं यहाँ पे मेरे को कुछ करना है। एक बार जरा ये देख लेना, ये क्या है? कुछ ना कुछ तो बकवास है। ओके ना, वेयर आर वी गोइंग? मेरे को भी बोर्ड में है। अच्छा तो वो ककरू क्या एक्स्ट्रा डॉल बोलते रहता है? भाई ककरू की माया जो सिर्फ वो वही जानता है भाई। उसके अब मैं देखता हूँ, मैं कम से कम कोशिश करता हूँ मैं आधा घंटा AC चला कर को देखता हूँ मैं जमता हूँ कि नहीं, क्योंकि असल में मेरा कमरा है पुद्दू सा और मैंने गलती से अपने छुटकू से कमरे के अंदर लगा लिया है 1.5 टन का AC। 2 साल हो चुके मतलब लगे, बट वो चुतियापा अभी तक ऐसा है कि मतलब मैं 15-20 मिनट से ज़्यादा AC चलाता हूँ ना, मेरे जम जाता है शरीर, कुछ और नहीं। तो ऐसा कुछ है। अबे ये मैंने क्या चुतियापा किया अबे? जहाँ पे बंदा है, जहाँ पे भी हमको जाना है, एग्जैक्ट सेम पॉइंट है यहाँ पे। ओके लेट्स सी। लगता है मैं ककरू जैसे बातें करने लगा। चलो अब गाइस, अब आई एम गोना फोकस ऑन द गेम बिकॉज नाउ
imagined your brother would have sided with the abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough,
खोते सिकुड़ जाते हैं, वही तो।
right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it.
अच्छा तो एक चीज मैं बता दूं इस गेम की बेसिक स्टोरी। बेसिक स्टोरी देखो।
Where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey.
देखो बेसिक स्टोरी ऐसी कि ये हमारी जो बंदी है ना, ये और इसका भाई, ये लोग घूम रहे होते हैं तो ये लोग कुछ अलग दुनिया में आ जाते हैं, जो दुनिया ये होती है। ठीक है, अब इस दुनिया में जो है, जब ये लोग इस दुनिया से वापस जा रहे होते तो एक ड्रैगन आ जाता है, एक गॉड होती है, उसका नाम भी नहीं याद है, इस रेल्म की, और वो जो इन दोनों भाई को और बहनों को अलग कर देती। तो हमारी बंदी जो है एक जगह जाके गिरती है और फिर जो है उसके एडवेंचर से पता चलता है हमारी बंदी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, इसके पास भी पावर्स ओवर्स हैं। तो इस गेम में कम से कम अभी तक 8 मैप्स आने वाले। ठीक है, अभी तक 2 आ चुके हैं। एक क्या बोलते हैं हवा वाले एलिमेंट का मैप, और एक जो है जमीन, मैंने बताया जैसे लैंड भी इसमें एक क्या बोलते हैं एलिमेंट है, तो एक लैंड वाले एलिमेंट का मैप आ चुका है। अब जो है बिजली वाले एरिया का मैप आ चुका है, मतलब अब उसके बाद 5 मैप और आएंगे, स्टोरी बढ़ती रहेगी। तो अभी तक स्टोरी ऐसी हुई कि अपने भाई को ढूंढ रही है, बेसिक कहानी। और फिर उसके बाद जो है अब इसका भाई हमको एक जगह मिल गया था, पर हमको पता चला हम लोग जिनसे लड़ रहे हैं इनका भाई उनके साथ है, तब वो आगे की स्टोरी अब पता चलेगी। देखो ये बोला ना सिंह गॉड।
After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Katsuko in Leo Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say!
देखो अभी तो मतलब नया मैप आ गया है ना, तो असल में बात ऐसी है कि हम लोग को जाना है इनाजुमा, वही अपने भाई को ढूंढते। बट हम अपने भाई को कैसे ढूंढेंगे, क्योंकि हम इस एरिया का, इसको बोलते हैं लियो हार्बर, इस एरिया का जो गॉड है ना, वो हमारा दोस्त होता है। तो उसने हमको बताया था कि क्या कहते हैं, वो नेशन क्लोज्ड है, उसमें ऐसे एंट्री नहीं मिलेगी। कोई भी आया है भाई क्या हाल है, तुमको एंट्री दे देंगे। नो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, वहाँ पे जाने के लिए स्पेशल एक्सेस चाहिए। ज़रा फर्स्ट बताओ, हमने नहीं सुनी स्टोरी। भोसड़ी का मैं फिर से इतना लंबा गाऊँ? थोड़ा सा स्ट्रीम आगे करके देख लिया जाकर। अभी हम लोग अपने भाई को ढूंढ रहे, बस ये स्टोरी समझ लें। हमारा भाई हमको मिल चुका है, बट हम लोग अपने भाई को ढूंढ रहे होते हैं, बट हमारा भाई हमें अब बहुत टाइम जाके भी मिलता है, तो हमें पता चलता है कि हम जिस बंदों से लड़ रहे होते हैं, एबिस ऑर्डर है जो, मतलब उसमें मेजेस होते हैं, जादूगर होते हैं, वो हम लोग के एनिमीज हैं, वो उनके साथ मिला हुआ है। अब आई डोंट नो व्हाई, दैट्स वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट विथ आवर ब्रदर। अभी हम इस लड़की से पूछेंगे कि हम इनाजुमा कैसे जाएं।
Oh, hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing—
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process,
तो
and
भैया सुन लो इनाजुमा की कहानी।
I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission?
साला ऐसा लग रहा है कि नॉर्थ कोरिया की कहानी बता रहे हैं।
Along with the other two
Three
commissions,
restrictions.
they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under— One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose— What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should— You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku decree.
अबे भैया ये जगह मतलब है ही क्यों फिर इतनी ज़्यादा क्यों भाई क्या मतलब?
And even if you did
एक तो वो नॉर्थ कोरिया जैसी जगह है ऊपर से
you'd
आसपास
still
इतनी
have to
ज़्यादा
produce the
restrictions।
necessary
वाह,
documentation at the Rito Center for
लग रहा है
processing
खजाना है उस जगह
outlanders.
में।
Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is—
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they—
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade— The Alcor is the flagship.
Then there's no time to lose.
तुम लोगों को एक तफरी और बताते हैं। ये गेम इतना चूतिया है कि मतलब कि देखो इसमें 2 मैप है, ठीक है? एक तो ये है तुम्हारा इस ये एरिया, ये एरिया इसको मॉन्स्टराइड बोलते हैं, ठीक है। फिर दूसरा एरिया आता है ये तुम्हारा लियोए हार्बर, ये पूरा पूरा लियोए हार्बर ही आता है ये। अब इसके बगल में एक जगह है खैजम, ये है ये जगह। अभी तक इन लोग ने इस जगह को नहीं खोला, इस जगह की स्टोरी नहीं खत्म की, और इन लोग ने ये जगह खोल दी है इनाजुमा। और इनाजुमा भी हम लोग जाने वाले कुछ देर में। अभी हम लोग अरे वाह, अच्छा यहाँ से जाना पड़ेगा। ओह माय गॉड, लेट्स सी मैन, आई लाइक द एडवेंचर। एक वीडियो है, अगर गेमिंग पे इंटरेस्ट रखते हो तो जाके देखना, किसी बंदे ने एडिट करके बनाई थी। इट्स जस्ट अ वीडियो गेम, आई मीन गुड वीडियो, मज़ा आती देख के। अबे भैया मैं जाऊंगा कैसे यार, मेरे को बहुत ऊपर से उड़ के जाना पड़ेगा। असल में इस गेम का तुम चूतियापा नहीं समझते ना, अगर तुम्हारा स्टेमिना कम होगा ना, तुम पानी के अंदर डूब जाओगे तैरते तैरते। और मतलब समझ लो इतना पानी ना जिसमें तुम पैर रख के खड़े हो सकते हो, उस पानी में भी डुबा देता है ये। मतलब आई मीन क्या ही बोलूँ, समटाइम दिस गेम इज जस्ट। अरे ये इतने ऊपर ये अग्निवाद देवता कहाँ से घुस रहे हैं भाई? व्हाट आर यू डूइंग हियर? लेट मी गो प्लीज, थैंक यू। आई एम नॉट गोना फाइट मैन, आई डोंट हैव द टाइम to fight these fucking creatures. देखो भैया, अगर कोई सोच रहा होगा मैं इतना ऊपर क्यों चढ़ रहा हूँ, देखो वो लड़ने आ गए मेरे से। चलो बाय बाय, मेरे को उस बोट में जाना है इसलिए। आई थिंक मैं पहुंच जाऊंगा बिना स्टेमिना खत्म हुए। हाँ पहुंच जाऊंगा। I'm a pro diver. Skydiving, not in. Yup. पहुंचने वाला हूँ। Now we talk business. Now we talk business. अबे मेरे को हंसी आ रही, कोई भी ऊपर से उड़ता उड़ता आ गया इनके पास। जूजा नाम देखो भाई साहब। ए बेदो। Who the hell are you?
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osail, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so
anime
praise
girl
from her
is
is high
good.
praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
इसने तो सब कुछ पता लगा लिया।
Fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's
विंड एंड अर्थ, एक विंड वाला एरिया है, अर्थ वाला एरिया।
I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma.
अच्छा ये
This
भी
young
इनाजुमा
man
से
is
है।
Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Us?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So,
अबे मुझे लग रहा है ना मैंने को भी एक मिशन और करना पड़ेगा।
anyone out there who hasn't heard of
ये
you.
मिशन पहले आया था क्योंकि
Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But arts tournament.
Well,
अच्छा, ये
before you
कौन
dismiss
mission
the idea
noise?
completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this
I
time
think
around is
मेरे को बस
particularly
उस जगह
sought
में आज
after.
जाना है, मेरे को खोलना हो जाएगा, वो देखने वो जगह इन लोगों ने कैसी बनाई है, खूबसूरत बनाई है
Supplied by
कि नहीं?
myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision.
अभी तो लोग टूर्नामेंट में पार्ट लेने के लिए बात कर रहे हैं. असल में बात ऐसी है ना कि डार्क सोल्स करके एक गेम है, डार्क सोल्स 3, उसमें एक जगह उन्होंने इतनी सुंदर बनाई थी कि जब तुम वहां पहुंचोगे तो मजा आ जाती है यार. तो उसी की तरह हम चाहते हैं इसमें भी कुछ ऐसी हो.
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
I just want to see कि कैसी जगह है वो. I mean 2 मैप मैंने देख लिया.
As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's got to be an individual with exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena and
हाँ ये भी हम ही करें
Seems
भाई.
like it will only be a matter of time before the end.
कितनी हरामी है भाई इसने, मतलब अपने उसमें मेरे को पार्ट लेने के लिए इसने हरामी बना कर दिया मेरे साथ. एक तो इनकी शिप में आने के लिए इतनी नौटंकी करनी पड़ी, ऊपर से अबे अब मेरे को फिर से जाना पड़ेगा. जी आओ भैया, फिर से हमको लॉन्ग वॉक करके जाना पड़ेगा. वहाँ पे आसपास कोई फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट नहीं है. फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट वो पॉइंट होता है जिसमें आप मैप से इधर उधर जा सकते हैं बिना चले फिरे, कार चलाएं, जैसे GTA में कार चलाते हैं. दैट्स ऑल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. ओ बच गई. तफरी देखोगे, हम इसको मार के इसका मीट ले सकते हैं. देखा सीधा लेग पीस गिरता है, लेग पीस. These are all used to make food that is used to heal yourself. We can eat each and every innocent animal. Oh my god. Raw meat. I mean this is a Chinese game, so what do you expect from Chinese, man? It's easy. भाई प्लीज खड़े ना होना यार. अबे भाई भाई मेरे को नहीं लड़ना. 1 2 3 4 भोसड़ी की पागल है क्या?
Beto said that they had to be
अबे
renowned fighters.
4 खड़े हो गए भाई.
Who will we be
Okay, I'm
up
going, man, going. Fuck off, man. I'm not gonna fight you. इतना टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास, मैं 4 को लड़ूं बैठ के उस मशीन को. Sign up.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far. I've passed every exam I've ever taken.
चलो भाई,
enjoyed
okay,
numerous
bye.
successful business ventures. And seem to get
अगर
on
फोन
with
में
just
ज्यादा
about
जगह है
everyone
तो
socially.
थोड़ी देर स्ट्रीम खोल के छोड़ देना. धन्यवाद.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. A vision.
You have so much self.
That's not important. I've also brought along a bit. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to
देखो
finish
मैं
my
यहाँ पे इनकी बकचोदी नहीं
pre-competition
सुनने वाला,
routine.
बस मेरे को
It's not
कंपटीशन
too
जीतना
long now
है.
before you'll get to see me in action.
Did I sign up? We have to talk to 3 more. वो देख वो लोग चल ले साले. भैया वो लोग चल ले.
Are you here to compete in the Crux clash?
Hello.
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for nobody wants to
Yeah,
Me? Oh. What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for... Not to mention, I've helped them. They tried to sneak past. I planted a... I stood my ground.
हाँ चलो ठीक है. Good. बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया. मेरे को sign up करो यार.
I'll see you in the arena.
भले इन चूतियों से मेरी लड़ाई होने वाली है. देखते भाई हम तो सभी को मार देंगे. We are the champion of everything, man.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for hope, but this tournament is more than just a...
Exactly.
साजिश अगर आया रितेश साबरमती आतिफ क्या साथ वीडियो नहीं डाल रही हो भाई? भाई डाल ले यार. हमारा नया चैनल है सॉल्ट रिलोडेड. एक बार सॉल्ट रिलोडेड सर्च करो YouTube पे मिल जाएगा. उसी पे हम लोग वीडियो डाल रहे हैं.
You probably... He's got to be to the Lingshan... It's a type of breathing, for example.
One time, he sent a challenger...
It sure is.
We're clearly...
There's a tuition?
Of course. This is a...
But here, recently though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have to...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego...
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait,
I'm rightist.
aren't you? Did I hear that
Ritesist,
right?
not rightist. Ritesist.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? What?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in...
Yep, she's the...
my apologies. It's just a formal... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you...
Yeah, put that down. And also...
Whoa...
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually... Right, your registration is complete. Now, a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto
अभी पता चला चैनल का नाम क्या है भाई. बिग फैन आप लोगों के वीडियो देख चुका हूँ. कुछ अलग मजा आता है. सॉल्ट रिलोडेड भाई.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it... Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly... Anyway, the qualifying round...
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon thinks... In any case, looking at the topic, all right, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you good? Then please...
Now when is the tournament?
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. What a strange guy.
What the fuck?
Why was he so confident to begin with? Come on, let's go sign up. Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
हाँ वे और वो फोर्टनाइट में लैटरिंग वाला भाई. अभी भी लैटरिंग आती रहती है यार, उसकी चिंता नहीं है. There's LB though.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also
लैटरिन वाले
observed our
जोक्स अभी भी
favorite
आते हैं.
exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
क्या तुम लोग मेरे को इनाजुमा ले जाओगे अपनी टीम में?
All right then. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liua's hero was an... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same. Which... Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be... So, I'm putting you straight through to the semi...
Huh?
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't. Besides, at your level, you would have...
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament.
Alright, we have to fight more peoples.
We're finally here, folks. The real show...
Your opponent has fought... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to... Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience...
One more fight. Huh? Why the hell we have to talk so much?
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you...
Relax. My girl's at the top of her...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
Oh, bhai.
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
अबे भैया ये तो डार्क सोल्स हो क्या साला? हमारे पास अभी वही नहीं है यार. ये तो चीटिंग नहीं हुई, मैं तलवार मार रहा हूँ. यहीं पे ना लोग गलती कर देते हैं. आखिरी की लाइफ बची है, ग्रीडी हो जाते हैं. Just fuck off, man. 30 लेवल से 90 लेवल करो.
Sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your... But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Very good point.
So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that...
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be strong.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be so...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too caught.
Okay. We are going to the finals now.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated.
Maybe next time, huh? By the...
Why, yes. I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with... Still, I'm sure he'll be
ये भी बाहर हो गए लग रहा.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan. Don't even get me. I don't dare tell me. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Oh.
Thanks.
Just...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
Who the fuck is our opponent, man? Let's ask Baido. You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt. and managed to claim victory over your... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than...
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers...
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can...
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't
yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than
You betcha, Aunt. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
समझे? ये हमेशा पोएट्री करते रहते हैं ये वो है डैंडलाइन.
I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match.
Follow Kazuha to a more peaceful location. Domain of Guyun. क्रिस्टल को मैंने तो तितली उठाई थी. ततली कुशु की अलंक ले आ रहा. I said don't.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind, and it is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
What chance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy?
It's nothing really. Paimon just... It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills.
Defeat the monster to show Kazuha.
Nice and spicy. Incoming. Cut to the chase.
साला immune कैसे है भाई?
Speed of light.
ये तो अग्नि है ना, आपको बिजली से मार रहा मैं।
Got lucky that time. Don't blink. Let's play.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Speed of light.
Melt, melt, melt.
Your skills in battle are true. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to— The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is—
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding— So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its— It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers. Ah, the time for your—
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then very well.
चलिए, अब हम लोग का मैच होगा, उसके बाद देखते हैं क्या होता है। अबे बेदों से लड़ाई होगी।
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the 2 finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Right, wow. See,
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
वाह भैंचोद प्राइज ही चुरा के भाग गया कोई एक से एक नेता लोग भैंचोद
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
The fuck do we have to do that?
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
क्या फुद्दू फुद्दू एनिमी आ रहे भाई
Riptide.
तो हमारी स्टार्टिंग में भी लड़ाई हुई थी ये तो एक जमाने में जो बॉस होता है
Speed of light.
अबे यार ये छुटकू लोग भी आ जाओ यार
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
Can't run from death.
डेप्थ बोलता है या डेथ I got 5 primo gems. Confirm the clues with Kazuha.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Oh, what's a fucking hubris?
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Stand back? What the fuck? Why would I fucking stand back? I'm gonna kill them. I have to talk to the motherfucker who stole this.
Don't blink.
Will you stop? Will you stop? You fucking fly. Where did you learn to aim, you fucking piece of shit? Fly school?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
Wind? What are you talking about? Oh, drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's game. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beta. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but Drat. This should have gone... I know an empty threat when I hear fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with...
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do...
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll
Here we go.
मुझे तो बता रहा तू बहुत फास्ट है भाई.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
मेरी फास्ट मतलब कुछ और कह रहे थे वो लोग. I don't even have a fucking तलवार.
Speed of light.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So you are also unable to rekindle. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Okay, now there's a story.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill. a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
कुछ नहीं समझ आया.
Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
I think the event is finished and we are the champion.
Did Beta leave already?
कोई बैठा है क्या
Maybe she
अभी?
went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way.
Paimon believes you'll find a way.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most...
Okay, I think now the mission है. Bro, now we are going to Inazuma.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct?
Yeah, baby, it's
Now
correct.
that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see...
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awake.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all...
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently
Okay, thanks for coming all the...
just following orders.
गेम बड़ा मादरचोद है.
Let's play! What?
हाँ चुदाओ. Okay, man. Now we are finally going to the third map of this game that is called Inazuma. Talk to Beidou.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Oh my god, finally we are going, man. Just like that? This is Inazuma. Not what I expected, but still good. मतलब कि मैं खुद भी अपनी स्ट्रीम में देख रहा हूँ. Child है ये.
Oh, hi there.
Right now, I would.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems you...
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say
Music
that.
तो बड़ा अजीब सा है यहाँ का.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter...
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the ride, Captain. और थोड़ा कपड़े पहनो अच्छे से.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export of goods. Do you have your trader's permits? My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along fair. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affair. Most of the current rules were put in place by the...
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
सुना होता तो बोलता क्या? सुना होता तो बोलता क्या चूतिए? बड़ा साला. Oh, it's beautiful. Inspector.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
What?
2 million? For a
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Thank you ever so much, Miss. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means,
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will...
The fuck? 2 million more. Finally.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residence...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certain. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life get... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Yeah, that's not...
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Can't I use my permit?
Go to the International Trade Association and understand the members. मुझे लग रहा है यही है किरिसु Kimiretsuku.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for
ये
anyone
एरिया
who
जापान
wants
है
to come here for...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail.
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and they just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere.
Isn't that what they...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle.
तो बड़ी भयंकर चीज हो रही है यहाँ पे.
The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly. But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're...
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us.
Well, it definitely sounds like...
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association, and you're new to Rito, he may just let us... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Got it! We're on the case!
पहले मैं यहाँ का फास्ट ट्रैवल पॉइंट खोलता हूँ. I think that is one point. I think that is the point. Yep. But we have to open the map. This is Japan, man. This is fucking Japan. The music, everything, scenery. Oh my. Place is good, man. I like the place. It's gonna open up my map. Yeah, baby, we oh, it's big. ये पूरा समुद्र. Then we have this Nara, and this is the other place. Jinrad Island. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go and get something first. gonna end the stream in little bit of time. Okay, now we are going to do these things tomorrow. Thank you very much, Jogi Raj. Now I'm gonna end the stream. Good night.